I'm an idiot with Reddit. How does can brands sanction an article, or do they like how do people change sentiment on Reddit and places like that?
I think that the question is how people do it that effectively.
Well, yes,
Because,
okay.
yeah, because Reddit is so huge and many companies working globally, right? So how he can understand that the Reddit from, I don't know, France or Germany affect the brands in other country. There is many Reddit optimization methods through volume, but this is another take. This is another take because it could be like review platform with 10 reviews that affect your brands. It could be like a listicles of affiliate with unknown owner
Hmm.
that can control your narrative. Many opportunities out there, and the chat now is still so naive, and it is so easy like to manipulate them.
Hmm.
And it is interesting because we work with many customers from when we have at GPT 3.5 or GPT 4, and we see between the cycles, I can like point you companies that start optimize 6 months ago, and now in the new train model, we can see that effect. So yes, we are in a rare time in that revolution.
Well, and I love how you said effectively, because that's one thing that's not effective about reviews is just letting it happen organically, and letting your customers just go to any review site and write a review, letting any of your customers, right? So a way to be effective and own the narrative and be efficient as well is, which customers are going to be right to go on the record. So maybe there's some that, they've had a better experience in a certain area, that there's some negative sentiment. Those are the ones you want to focus on. That's one example. The other example is, for instance, with PeerSpot, we do custom questions, strategic theme custom questions, so people can really shape the narrative and pull that out and say, okay, we know that our customers like us because of X, Y, and Z, and they actually prefer us over these two competitors because X, Y, and Z. We then will actually put that into the questionnaire as we're asking the questions live, doing the interview, or using our AI agent to do that. And so I saw that question pop up, and I wanted to make sure that that actually tied into what Ofri was just saying. The custom questions allow you to shape your narrative. And think about, on a quarterly basis, you're refreshing and changing those questions the same way on a quarterly basis. You're thinking and changing who you're maybe wanting to get on the record to keep fresh reviews.
Yes. I think we should also talk about what is the hat the GEO manager or the CMO should wear to optimize, to create GEO roadmap or implementation. Um, some of them is optimization on the website, so the SEO hat. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them is PR, and this could be like more brand work. Some of them is reviews from customers, so we need also align with customer success team. And we need it is not a tactic role. It is manager that have power on the company that can contribute many function effectively to actually improve the brand visibility.
Yeah, it's true. So you'll be working with multiple teams, multiple personas internally, because just with experience being in the customer reference, the review space for years, I know customer marketers. This is some has become a expertise for customer marketers to be able to work between sales for helping them with references, customer service actually getting the references and getting reviews, AR working with analyst relations with customers, and then obviously working with leadership for, hey, who are we going to put up on stage at our customer event, or who are we going to put up on stage at reInvent happening in 3 weeks? And so I do know that's a great skill set that customer marketers have. Obviously, the if this is rolling all the way up to the CMO, that's also an expertise with the CMOs and VPs out there as well. I will say this has become at large software companies that and tech companies that we work with. And when I say large, I mean we're talking the 50,000 plus employee ones. This is like overall high level executive level KPI. So I think because of the change, because it's such a black box, to go back to it's so confusing, but it's so powerful and it changed overnight for search and for web traffic. I think this is going to be a great time for people to get multiple teams working together versus it's this little thing. We got to think about it sometimes. Like, no, this is pretty big right now, and it's only going to accelerate when think about this, the way that AI is moving. We think about the B2B buyer's journey. Right now, it's still the humans doing the research using AI. Wait till the buyers have an agent that's out there doing the research. So you have agent talking to LLMs, and then the human gets to get those reports back. So this is the time to really optimize and really get ready for how quick things are happening in the AI world. You know, I would not be surprised if buyers start using their own agents as early as Q1 of next year successfully. I'm sure some are testing it now, but successfully in just a quarter, it'll change that fast.
Yeah, we actually Walmart already said that 20% of their traffic right now is coming from the chats. So yes, in the e-commerce we are already seeing that. But actually, I bought a car 6 months ago, and I asked the chat. You know that I have two kids. You know what I like to do, and that I love security, and I love that. And he like recommended me, and it will recommend each one of us different car. It's
Yeah,
important to say. So yes.
it is an amazingly exciting time. It's
Yeah.
so exciting. Stuff is happening and moving so quickly. Where maybe this would be interesting. Where do you see, so this is, I mean, I've seen it just blow up in 8 to 9 months. Where do you see this time next year? What do you think a prediction could be for this time next year?
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is like the $1 million question, but obviously we are in the beginning of the AI. We are now have only the chat in apps on the computer, on in the phone, but it will be involved in many other aspects of our life that we cannot imagine it.
Right.
We see like the first sign from the new browser that each chat creating. All the way that we are purchase things will be changed. The way we are thinking, maybe the way we are communicates as personas, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, many things, and obviously just to think, if the chats, as you said, the chat will optimize all the e-commerce, like for online billing for each
Oh yeah.
product. So obviously we will be industry of controlling the narrative and controlling, and maybe I should like buy from VPN in India to get different answer and different offers. So yeah, it will be very, very interesting.